you went to jail for a while too.
Yeah.
You know,
not just jail, prison. There's a big difference.
Right. And what happened right there? What was going on at the time?
It stemmed from just getting in a bunch of trouble, you know, when I was younger, and then always getting out of it, paying my way out of it. I mean, that's where a lot of money went, was just staying, you know, lawyers and staying out of jail. But finally it caught up to me. I had a couple of DUIs, and then I had a gun charge.
Oh wow.
And I was doing a lot of other things too, like in the streets, just like hustling, you know, handling business, selling drugs, or whatever, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then it all just like caught up to me, and they're just like, oh, you're gonna do 3 years, you know? And then it was 3 with half, so I ended up doing like 17 months, but that shit's no joke, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 17 months.
Yeah.
God, that's like a year and a half.
Yeah. It was no joke, man. I mean, I've been to county and stuff and bailed out, and there's a difference between just getting locked up and then actually going where you're going to be living, you know?
Right.
So
was it a trip? Like, were you scared going in, or was it like, because now, like you said, it's different. This is like where you're going to live.
No, I was extra turned up when I got
you were
locked up. I was just like, I was in it. I was in the streets. I was hustling, handling business, just, you know what I mean? I was like, so when I got in there, I was having fun at first in county, you know what I mean? And then like I started like calming down, like, damn, I'm like, you know what I mean? I was on the chain to go to Chino, and when I got to Chino, oh man, like county's nothing like, but when I got to Chino, then I realized, oh, this shit's real.
This is real.
Damn.
Like, yeah, they put you, like, you have to go to reception, so that's like seeing where you're gonna that they have to classify you, so because there's so many different levels of offenders, you know what I mean?
Right.
They have to classify you to see what level of prison you're gonna be, from like level 1 to 4, you know what I mean?
Oh.
So the prisons were overcrowded, so straight up, me going to Chino, I went straight to the hole.
Really?
Like solitary confinement.
Solitary confinement right away. So first of all, when I got there, they just put you in a cage with like 20 people.
And they put you in the hole because there was like no.
It was overcrowded.
spots?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, like a solitary confinement, that's like where people go when they're being bad in jail,
Yeah, they're being
right? They to be punished, right?
Yeah, the system's crazy. It's just overcrowded, so it's overflow. That's, you know, it's ASEC, it's solitary confinement, the whole, whatever you call it. I was walking past those doors, like I was one of the last people called, and the guard was walking me like down this hall, and I just seen these cells with these little slots in them, like these little tiny windows, and I was just like looking at them, like walking, like I know I'm not going in one in there, and then like one of those, and then sure enough, I go down there, and then like there's a door open, and I looked in the cell, I was like, oh hell no. Like I just see like a cloth mat and like a puddle of water from the toilet, like just like blood on the wall, and it's just crazy, and I'm like, I ain't going in there. And he put his hand on the pepper tray, and he's like, yeah, you is.
Wow.
And I was just like, shit. So I was in there for like a month, like,
What? Jeez.
going crazy, just self-fed. You don't get out. You maybe get.
Because they're overcrowded, but did they treat you like you're in the hole, or is it like?
Yeah, they treat you like you in the hole.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, there was like no. I'm assuming
It
there's
wasn't
no
like,
mercy
hey, we're
there.
gonna let you
But it
out,
wasn't-
and
Yeah, it wasn't like because they knew you were going in there because it was overcrowded or whatever.
yeah, they just don't care. You know
don't
what I mean?
care.
Like you're
Yeah.
self-fed 3 times a day. You don't have no communication, no books, no nothing.
They let you out to go to get some sun or anything.
No.
You were in no exercise or anything.
They have to give you like an hour exercise a day, like one like maybe once a week or twice a week. We got to
Jesus.
go outside, and then maybe once a week we got to shower too. So
God.
I was just in the cell like bird bathing, you know what I mean? Like seriously taking showers out of the sink,
Right.
with like a empty milk carton I had. You know, just have to fill it up with water and then use the soap and
Oh my God.
do it like that.
Crazy, dude.
No, yeah, you can go crazy in there.
I bet.
I had the Kool-Aid packet and I was drawing on the walls.
No way.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
So there's light. It's not dark.
no,
Like,
it's dark. Like,
Oh, it is.
There's the only light that was coming through was like from the outside in the daytime, and then my switch was broken, so I was in the dark.
Jeez.
And they didn't care. I'm like, my light's broken. They just don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then there's just crazy people talking in the vents. You just hear people like dying, like
Dude,
Not a place you want
that
to be.
sounds horrible.
at the same time of the day. There's this one dude. He'd be like, I just hear him like, I don't know where he's at, but he'd be like, "What time is it?" And then I hear, "What time is it? It's too late. What time is it? It's too late. What time is it?" And I'm like, and I realized after a couple weeks that I thought someone was saying what time is it, and then someone else was saying it's too late.
Yeah.
But it was the same person.
No way.
And I realized, it was the same person. So it was like two different personalities, you know?
Just going nuts.
Just talking to himself.
Like, what time is it? It's too late. And I'm like, and then that tripped me out. I'm like, I need to get out of here.
Right.
It's the same person.
That's
Okay,
insane,
now.
dude.
So, so when you get out of the hole, what you just then you go into general population?
No, then
or
I went into regular reception after that, and that's the same thing, like a cell, but you have porters, and we had a big like window with like bars, but
okay,
it was just like a cell, like a bunk bed wall top, and then like I had a roommate, and then we got yard like maybe once every couple days, shower 2 times a week.
wow.
Did you get along with your roommate?
Yeah, I mean, I was in there for 3 months after that, so and that's 23-hour lockdown. Sometimes it's lockdown, so you don't get out anywhere, so you got to just get real creative. But I was able to order stores and start ordering books and stuff, and
Okay.
you just got to like know how to program like your day inside of a small space.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
You said you ordered books. Did you just end up reading a lot, or
Yeah, just like wake up in the morning, eat, meditate, read, take a nap, work out, bird bath, and then by that time it'd be like dinner, and then after that, chill, whatever. We was making pruno in there, we had some tobacco, whatever, just
would
anything.
would they give you the dinner like in your cell, or would you go outside and go to like cafeteria type thing?
Sometimes we'd go down to the cafeteria, but it's crazy because it's all levels of offenders in there. Like you got people doing it. That's why it's scary, and that's why they keep people separate, is because there's some people doing 80 years and there's some people doing 17 months like me. So even though that seems like a long time, my cellie was doing 17 years. So
Oh shit.
I couldn't really talk about my 17 months.
Right.
They would just say, "Oh, you home.
Yeah.
You home already. At least you got a date." And I'll be like, so I just stopped talking about it.
Okay.
You know?
So you learned just I'm not going to tell anybody when I'm getting like how long I'm doing or whatever.
Yeah. You don't want to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But don't people ask? And what do you like? Or is this just not talked about?
No, I'll be like, "I'm here."
Oh, that's it.
I'll be like, "I'm here. You're here." You know what I mean? If it
Wow.
was someone I could trust, but you just don't.
You don't know.
Especially if you're short like that, you don't want to be like talking about
Telling
it.
people. Right.
This might sound really stupid, dude, but like, had anyone ever recognized you in prison that you were Brandon Turner, the skateboarder?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did he just come up to you like, dude, fucking Phil Dream was sick, dude? What
No, a lot
happened?
of people. I mean, pretty much like everyone would know, because if there's a couple people who knew, you know what I mean? Everyone knows everyone's
they
business.
would start
and-
talking. Okay.
Yeah, and then they'd be like, "Oh, that," and then
Didn't you say in the Transworld interview that you were able to get Transworlds like in skate like magazines?
yeah. Wes came out with the interview, and I was actually in there with him in a picture in one of his interviews, and then that got in there, and then everyone's seen that, and then you know what I mean.
Wow.
It was, and then there's skaters in there,
Okay.
So there's people who know, you know.
Right.
Did
You know
people,
that I skate?
Did people give you more respect after seeing something like that in there, or did you see a difference?
Well, yeah, but then at the same token, people are just like, "You're an idiot."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing in here? You should be skating.
You should be out
Yeah.
doing your thing,
You know what
right?
I mean? Like, what? You're in here for what? Oh, you're tripping.
What time period was this? Was this
2000, like, beginning of 2013, 2014.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When you were in there, was there a certain time while you were in there they're like, I'm done, like I'm cleaning up, I'm gonna be good, I'm not gonna drink anymore? Was that kind of where you figured that out, or was that when you got out?
Not quite. I was like, everyone who goes to prison, they're they just like they're like, I'm gonna be a better criminal.
Oh wow. Damn.
You know what I mean? Because
Not gonna get
believe it or
caught
not,
again.
there's a lot of smart people in prison. Like it's ridiculous. You know,
Right.
there's people with like photographic memory, like genius level. Like there's really smart, but they're criminals. So
Right.
they use it to do other things. You know.
So did they just get like creative in jail and trying to like steal shit or?
Oh
like,
no, not just steal
Masterminds and
shit.
shit.
Like, dude, it's on a whole different level. Like there's people who can memorize books by looking at a page. Like it's like they're on a
Wow.
whole different level, you know.
Huh.
Crazy.
You know, so it's just you're just in there and you just have a lot of time to think and whatever. But me, I was just like, yeah, this is not for me.
Right.
I'm gonna get out and definitely chill. Like, yeah, I'm glad it happened because I needed to. I wasn't getting, you know. Obviously, I didn't see what it was, and I'm not trying to live like that. I don't,
Right.
you know. That's why I try to talk to kids nowadays, and you know, everyone's, you know, glamorizing this and that, and I'm just like, yo, you really people aren't ready for that. Like, no human being is ready for those type of conditions. Like,
I'm sure.
and that's where they're gonna put you. It's privatized. The government doesn't care. It's privately
They make
owned.
money off of it.
Like
Yeah.
you are a dollar sign, and
Right.
even like off of all the bread I made, like hustling the streets, whatever, it doesn't matter. It all went to lawyer and
Right.
whatever. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's a waste, you know.
Do you go to little I don't know what they're called, but like events where you
Schools?
schools and stuff and
Yeah,
talk to kids?
I go to
and,
schools and talk to kids and
dope.
stuff, and just chop it up with them.
Okay.
See where they're at, and you know, all I could do is they listen to me because I've done it.
You've been there, right.
I can just actually be like, hey, you know, I don't tell them what to do or whatever, or I can just like tell them my experience and what happened and kind of see what they're doing and be like, you know, like, listen, like this will happen to you, you know, if you keep doing this. And then,
Sure.
How does that work? Do they just like willingly come up to you and just like ask for advice, or is there like
yeah, people
Programs.
email me, programs will like call me and, you know,
is it
ask me-
like parents hitting you up about their
no,
kids?
no, like people like helping out the youth and establishments, you know.
okay.
So I'll go chop it up with them and just see what's going on. And sometimes kids, you know, they just want to do their thing and they have to learn the hard way. Like I did, and I respect it. I understand it. I'm like, well, you're gonna learn
You're gonna learn, right?
either way. You know
the
what I
hard
mean?
way or
But it's rad that you're doing that because I mean, you've talking from experience. It's not just some adult going in there and being like, you should do better. You're gonna end up in jail. You know what I mean? Like they're really connecting with you. You know?
And there's honestly nothing that these, you know, they're doing that I haven't done really. You know,
Right.
so it's just.
Right. Do you feel a connection sometimes, or do you feel sometimes
Oh,
like they
I-
roll in their eyes and just whatever?
Oh, I
dude.
know,
Like,
I know that. No, I feel the connection
okay,
because I'm
good.
like, I'll even like talk to them like, oh, that's dope. Oh, you're smart. You know, you got a good hustle going, whatever. But like, come on, like, really,
Right.
it's just not worth it. You know?
Yeah.